Hi, I am Britt Carr, and I'm going to do a video tutorial about adding images and audio to your SmashFact activity. I go to smashfact.com and I can log in, and after I log in, I see my dashboard. I'm going to go down to the counting jazz and verbs. This is a demo activity that I've created that has text, images, and audio in it. I'm actually going to go into a level that I've called Count the Red Items to add my first image. There's actually several images in there, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and edit I'm going to edit a question that I've already added so that I can add an image to it. But I could just as easily create a new question and answer pair. Now, by default, the question wants to be plain text, but what we're going to do is change it to image or audio file. And here we want to enter the file name of the image only, or I guess I could say, or of the audio file only. In this case, it's going to be jellybeans.jpg. And it has to be spelled exactly the way that it is spelled on your server in your publicly accessible web folder, and I'll explain that in just one second. Now, I know that inside that image there are 3 red jelly beans, and I'm actually going to use the other questions in this answer. I'm sorry, I'm going to answer 3 because I know that there's 3 red jelly beans in the image. And I'm going to suggest no for the other custom distractors. Now, what that means is that SmashFact will go ahead and pull correct answers from the other questions that are asked inside the same level. So I've got 3 other questions here in the Count the Red Items. Apples is 1, jelly beans is 3, crayons I believe is 2, and M&Ms is 4. And so if I don't choose any distractors, then SmashFact will pull those other answers in and use them as optional optional answers for the multiple choice. One other thing that's very important about adding images and audio to a SmashFact activity is the media folder URL. Now, this is optional if you're not going to use images and audio, but if you are going to use images and audio, then we suggest that you put them in one publicly accessible folder. And I'm going to close this, and I'm going to show you an example. Here I have some hosting set up, and in that hosting, I have a folder that is this folder right here. I'm sorry. Let's get that selected and right there. That is my folder right there. Jellybeans.jpg is the file. So it's very important. I have to have this, and I have to have it spelled correctly. The case has to be proper, and there can't be any spaces. It has to be just like this. So then what I want to do is just take jellybeans.jpg and put it in there. But I need this media folder URL. So I'm going to go ahead and add it right in to the media folder URL section right there. And there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Now when I've done that, I can go ahead and preview. And then SmashFact tells me that this is going to open in a new browser. And it's not there. And the reason that it's not there is because I have a space. I started to type question text, but I didn't. So I have a space. SmashFact looks for question text first. So if your image isn't showing up, that's why. So let's go in and we'll re-edit the question. If I see here that the plain text question is empty, but it's not really empty, it's got a space in it. If I take that space out and save it and try my preview again, I'll see my jelly beans. Now here at this point, while the student is playing, it says count the red items. the student can actually tap on this image with their finger, and they can see the entire jelly bean picture as it appears here. And when they have counted the red items, then they can hit the image again, and it will go back to there. They can then answer the question and go on to the next question in the level. Now, an audio activity is the exact same thing. Here's an example that I have, piano.mp3. Let's go ahead and look at how I have that set up. Same thing. I've got it set as an audio file. I don't have any text in the question text area. I'm entering the file name only, which is 1_piano.mp3. And let's see, I pulled up the wrong one to show you, but I can easily just switch that. So there's my piano MP3 as it sits out on my publicly accessible website. The correct answer is piano. I'm going to put no custom distractors, because if I save this and look, the other custom distractors that are going to appear on the screen are guitar, drums, and bass. So let's go ahead and test that in the preview right here. It's going to open up in a new window. Now in SmashFact, the students won't get this play bar right here. They only see the image of the speaker, and that's an indicator to them that they need to make sure that they have their audio up. And so a clock will appear here to let them know how many seconds are ticking by, and also the score will appear and the level will appear on the stage. This is simply to help you preview whether or not your file is actually linked to the game properly. So that kind of sums up how we add images and audio. I think the most important thing are making sure that the media folder URL is correct and complete. Again, it is case sensitive. And also that we have our file names complete and correct and case sensitive, and that we don't have any text in the question text box. And so that concludes this video tutorial. If you have any questions, please email us at support@smashfact.com.